How will you feel if you realize that someone stole from you? How will you feel if you realize that someone stole your work, your effort, and your mind? How will you feel if you realize that that same someone got credit and honor, not for his work, but for your work, for your sleepless night, for your effort, your genius, or simply just for him being lazy or unethical? Margaret Barton, an associate producer for The Atlantic magazine, in her article titled How to Stop Cheating in College, published on April 20, 2016, state that in 2015, Dartmouth College suspended 64 students suspected of cheating. She also shares that in 2012 at Harvard University there was an investigation for a case of 125 students demonstrating improper conduct on a final exam in a government class. Likewise, Bertel mentioned that other universities such as Stanford, Duke, Indiana, and Indianapolis have faced scandal situations like these ones. I have been a victim as a student of such an injustice from an individual who stole from my work and my own words to the extent of writing word by word. I have also witnessed students copy and pasting from external sources without paraphrasing or even citing the original sources. And I find this acts as a total disgrace, unethical and unprofessional, that should be addressed drastically. As far as I'm concerned, I consider plagiarism as thief, and that is why I decided to talk about this important subject. I would like to share with you what is plagiarism and why do I call these individuals plagiarists or thief. What pushed them or motivates to commit this sin called plagiarism, and finally, what we can all do to stand against this highway robbery that we might be facing every day at schools, university, work, and in life in general. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines plagiarism as the appropriation of another person's ideas, work, or works without giving proper credit to the real owner of the task. In 2017, Dr. Robert A. Harris, a PhD from the University of California, Riverside, in his book titled Using Sources Effectively, Strengthening Your Writing and Avoiding Plagiarism, expand the scope of plagiarism to include, besides stealing works, the stealing of photographs, work, videos, and of course, computer programs and software codes. In 2013, Diane Scott, a PhD from the Western Michigan University, in her dissertation titled Teaching Students About Plagiarism, What It Looks Like and How to Measure It, shares that cases of plagiarism are total disrespect for the institution of or enterprises where the plagiarist person operates or learns. These cases are usually punishable hardly, leading to dishonor, dismissal, and sometimes expulsion. Now, having covered the definition of plagiarism, let me share with you the top reasons leading a person to commit such an act. People do not commit plagiarism just for the sake of committing plagiarism. They are moved by motive, personal and specific reasons. Robert Roth, a PhD from the Liberty University, in his 2017 dissertation titled The Effect of Enrollment Status of Plagiarism Among Traditional and Non-Traditional Students, attributes plagiarism among students to the laziness, being afraid from failure, for the lack of confidence, wish to success, the lack of time to prepare, of course, to submit their work on time, and lastly, if others are doing it and haven't been caught yet, why not me? Why not doing it as well? According to the International Center of Academy Integrity, a survey conducted by Dr. Donald McCabe and the Center between 2002 and 2015 among 17,000 graduates and 71,300 undergraduate students from 24 high schools and universities in the U.S. revealed that 43% out of the 17,000 graduate students were committing cheating and during tests and during their writing, and that's 68% out of the 71,300 undergraduate students were committing cheating during writing and during taking the test as well. Let us pause now and imagine, for instance, that your peers in class get a better grade because of your effort or someone else. Imagine if your peers at work get promoted and recognized because of your work. If this person can get away today with plagiarism, imagine what can they get away with in the future. We all need to stand and act now to stop plagiarism. Students and individuals practicing plagiarism, you will be eventually caught. There's no other way. You must act now. Avoid shame, dismissals, loss of income. Learn all about plagiarism and avoid it. Education, academic staff, and human resource in firms, please explain clearly to your people what is meant by plagiarism and what are the consequences if caught. Educators, please, educators, stand by the values of the institution and fight plagiarism. It is your role to be fair vis-a-vis your students. Identify plagiarism and report and act against these cases. This is a call. At this moment, my purpose is to call for creating a culture based on honesty, to have an honor code, to act with integrity within the academies, societies, institutions in our life, and while interacting with others in general. Thank you for your attention. Let's put this in practice.